Is this the world's most cursed object? This object is called the Cursed Vase of Basano, Italy. And this story begins back in the 15th century, when a wedding was taking place close to Napoli, Italy. Apparently, the bride-to-be that day was given this gift, a vase, by somebody that she didn't know. But later, when the wedding was said to start, she was nowhere to be found. And when her groom went to go find her, he discovered her lifeless body lying on the floor in her wedding outfit, clutching the vase with a fierce grip. After the bride's funeral, the vase was then given to a family member who then, a few days later, died as well. The vase was then given to another family member, and what do you know, a few days later, they died from mysterious causes as well. The family then called in a priest for help recognizing this pattern, and the priest allegedly told them that either the vase was created with cursed materials or a curse had been placed upon the vase by the person who had given the gift. They then buried the vase on the grounds of a church as the priest instructed them to bury it on sacred grounds, and it disappeared for 500 years. But in 1988, a man mistakenly dug the vase up from the ground on accident and found a note with it that read, "Beware, this vase brings death." He then threw the note away and brought the vase to an auction house. The vase sold for €2,270 at the auction, but 3 months later, the pharmacist who purchased the vase died as well, and his family sold the vase to a doctor. What do you know, 3 months after that doctor was dead too. It was at that point when an archaeologist from a local university stepped in and said that he knew the story of this cursed vase. But even though he knew the history of the curse, he decided to buy the vase anyways. And 3 months later, he died as well. So I mean, at this point, I don't know who the hell is buying this vase or why you would continue to buy this vase, but people began to notice that possessing this vase is really not a good idea. So the family of the archaeologist actually tried to throw the vase away, but a police officer that was walking by at that exact moment noticed them tossing it out the window. He tried to bring the vase back to the family, thinking that they had mistakenly knocked it out of the window or the doorway, but they refused to take it. He then, noticing that it was an old vase, decided to bring it to museums and universities in the area and tried to give them the vase. But they all knew the stories, they had read the news reports, and they refused to take it. So after once again talking to a local priest, he decides that the only place that this vase should be at is in the ground. Sacred ground, that is. So he takes it to the cemetery of a local church, buries it, and doesn't tell anybody where it is. People think that the vase is haunted by the murderous ghost of the bride who died on her wedding day. Or maybe it really was a curse, but regardless, this is the only picture that's ever been taken of the vase itself. It's from an old newspaper in the actual town where this vase legend came from. Let me know, do you think this is a real story, or do you think this is all made up?